Hello everyone, I'm Hunter Kyo here, and today I will be talking about who makes Ice Age franchise, a studio called Blue Sky Studios. Now let's start with Chris Wedge, born on March 20th, 1957. Also, he made his two short films from the computer animation like Tunes 2 Steps and Balloon Guy. His two short films was made by himself. Or maybe, during that time, it was founded by Chris Wedge and other people that create Blue Sky Studios, aka a computer animation company. Also, they did make commercials for it. It did not do all of it, and yes, this is a company who makes a Nickelodeon logo for them. And do you remember this? Anyways, they just went to 20th Century Fox and they asked them if they could do a special effects company. Like Mouse Hunt, Aliens 4, Fight Club, and so much more. However, months later, they're they're too bored for it because they're too busy making their first movie called Ice Age. Now, this is about Mandy, who always grumpy all the time, who made Sid was he was not happy, and they made a baby when they found the ocean. And then they made Jaeger, who turns a bad guy, but he was a good guy. When they found out that he was looking for Orange Cats and planning to kill him this whole time, they must to work together, killing the Orange Cats and growing his balls, and then they give it the baby to humans instead. And speaking of Ice Age, it's supposed to be John's and Gary's 11th movie. Heck, this is the creators who did A Secret Names, Alliance Before Time, American Tail, and All Those Gonna Help It in the 80s. However, people hated his movies in the 90s. Heck, they don't like Control and Central Park. It's supposed to be John and Gary's 11th movie. It just can't because his studio closed down and John's first alien movie that got bombed on the box office. They refused it for some reason and gave it to Chris Wedge on the project instead. Anyways, this is the first 20th Century Fox film that's CG animation. Heck, they played the president of the Blue Sky Studios in the time like Chris Mitchell. In 2009, they decided to leave it goodbye because they're too busy making the new company Illumination, like the Gloomy franchise. The writer of the film was done by Michael J. Wolf's son, and the second producer Steven Buneman, who was supposed to be second producer of this film, but he went not to and refused it and give it to the other guy. Anyways, in June 2000, Fox Animation Studios people had to lay off 150 people and gave them $58 million to get out of the Fox. I mean, think about it. If Peter doesn't want to do it, I was sure he wasn't interested. I mean, yeah, if people doesn't want to direct this film, I'm pretty sure Chris Wedge would do his job. 3 years later, with the movie, they decided to get a writer for the production, like June Reeves and Mike Reese, who's the writers of The Simpsons. I almost forgot. Scrat was based on a real-life script. And speaking of Scrat, he also became a Blue Sky Studios mascot in 2013. No, seriously, see the logo. Anyways, for the animators, they brought out 32 animators to work on this movie. I mean, if you think about it, why the animators doesn't really care if they're gonna animate or not. Anyways, for the music, aka, it was composed by David Newman. Anyways, when it was released on March 15, 2002, it did pretty well with critics. A lot of people say this is probably the best film they ever watched. Okay, not really, but it's the best. It won an Oscar for it, but watched it Spirited Away. It only made like $333.3 million at the box office, and budget for this is $59 for it. I mean, yeah, it's good, but you would watch this. Anyways, for the other ones, they made 4 sequels and 5 sequels that's made by Disney but not them, and 2 TV specials and 6 shorts. Yeah, I bet this is going to the franchise of the Ice Age.